This is the most recent Crypto Basic headline. The purest approach to participate in the growth of tokenization, according to Bitwise, is to purchase XRP. I'll explain that to you. In essence, they are stating that one of the greatest ways to profit from the expansion of the cryptocurrency asset class is to purchase XRP. If you have been following me, you are aware that I do not subscribe to maximalism. Yes, my favorite cryptocurrency is XRP. Guilty as accused, but diversification is my mantra. I own a variety of cryptocurrencies because it makes sense to diversify your holdings. Bitwise is reiterating the same message to their credit. You'll never hear me advocate investing all of your money in one coin, but if I had to choose, you already know where I stand. Diversify. XRP has already demonstrated its worth. We don't have to wonder if it will be successful. It has already. Utility and adoption are predetermined. The mission has been completed. Speaking of success, this brings to mind a humorous incident from Binance's early history. Not Binance US, but the old Binance. Every time you completed a transaction back then, the platform would announce succeed rather than success. It always made me laugh. You will understand if you are a native English speaker. I hadn't considered it for years, but to get right to the point, having a varied exposure to the crypto asset class is essential if you want to be successful in the crypto industry. It's unquestionably the best option. As I mentioned, there is no reason to question if XRP is a winner. Obviously it is. All we have to do is stay still, watch how things develop, and make sure nothing unfavorable or unexpected comes up. It's really simply a matter of waiting for the rest of the world to realize it, unless something totally unexpected occurs. When they do, they will rush to catch up, which will bring in more money. The nicest aspect is that we have an advantage. Being early is crucial when it comes to investing. Naturally, having a variety of investments, whether in stocks or cryptocurrency, is always a good idea. But we have a significant advantage because we were here first. You must identify a winner before the rest of the world notices when it comes to making really specific judgments, such as selecting the appropriate cryptocurrencies. I feel the same way about XRP. But let me be very clear before I get started. This isn't financial advice, and I'm not an expert in finance. I promise you that nothing I write or say should influence your decision to purchase or sell. Do your own research at all times. All right, let's get started. Recently, renowned chart analyst Crypto Wizard posted an intriguing BTC versus USD chart. Can it break? He asked simply. As the market slows down right now, we frequently observe patterns beginning to emerge. Bitcoin appears to be forming an inverse head and shoulders pattern on the longer timescale. We might witness a rally up to 132,000 if it starts. Don't get too comfortable just yet. $500 bears. Not to mention that Bitcoin reached a fresh all-time high of over $112,000 yesterday. The idea that we could be at the cusp of something much greater is thrilling. However, as you read this, I have no idea how much it will cost. Greetings to everyone in the future. Before anything significant occurs, some analysts think we may need to wait a few more weeks for the market to settle. However, this has caused some people to express concerns. We've reached a point where things may take off on any given day. The exciting aspect is that I'm not only excited about Bitcoin reaching $132,000 though. Even though yes, I do own Bitcoin, just for the heck of it. Knowing that this might be the flame that ignites alt season is what truly excites me. And I'm really concentrating on that. I anticipate that altcoins, particularly XRP, will account for the majority of my cryptocurrency gains. This is an intriguing post from X-Force Global, a chart analyst. This is a Bitcoin dominance percentage chart based on market cap. And believe me when I say that after years of climbing, it now appears to be coming to an end. We anticipate that Bitcoin's hegemony will soon come to an end. And it's really wonderful news. Why? Because altcoins are expected to do far better than Bitcoin, even though the latter's price can and probably will continue to rise. This is a gentle reminder that the most important alt season might be approaching. There are obvious indications of a breakdown in the dominance chart, which is jagged and overlapped. Now it's only a question of time. There are exciting things to come. Of course, I concur. Even a part of chart analysis, it seems like the appropriate time for something like that to occur, especially when you consider past trends. In addition, because we're talking about domination, I posted a video last night that I don't currently have up, but it's worth mentioning. I highlighted a chart analyst who made an intriguing observation. He thinks that XRP's supremacy is already being apparent. It is already beginning to rise. I sincerely hope he's correct. I'm hoping that now is the time when things begin to improve. The domination of XRP is currently at about 4%, but don't be shocked if it rises to 15% or even slightly above. In essence, that is a four-fold gain. Imagine that this is based on the market capitalization of the entire asset class as of right now. If the market capitalization doubles, what would happen? The price of XRP will thereafter likely climb by an 8x. Quite crazy, isn't it? Although there is no assurance that this will occur, you can see how rapidly things may take off for XRP when you start to think about it this way. This intriguing post from Kaleo, a chart expert, includes an Ethereum chart. He is advocating for Ethereum to swiftly reach $4,000, 0 pennies. It is currently trading between $2,700 and $2,800. To be honest, as I write this, I wouldn't be shocked to see Ethereum and XRP vying for the second highest market capitalization position. And things might get interesting if XRP actually begins to catch up, which I believe it has a good chance of doing. The price of XRP would be around 8,000 cents if it were to match Ethereum's market capitalization of $4,000. Imagine $8 for XRP and 0 cents for it. Furthermore, who says it must end there? Take a moment to discuss this. Not even a new all-time high has been reached by Ethereum yet. Between $4,800, 0 cents and $4,900, 0 cents was its highest point ever. According to a rather popular price prediction I've seen, Ethereum will eventually approach $10,000, 0 cents. That's merely a 2x increase over the previous cycle, which isn't all that unrealistic, you know. Oh, if that occurs and XRP's market capitalization equals that of Ethereum, it's possible that XRP will approach $20, 0 pennies. That's quite a leap, isn't it? In relation to XRP, did you observe yesterday's run? You could see that it was drawing everyone's attention when it hit 2.43. It always goes like this. XRP is like moths to a flame once it gets going. Even on a lesser scale, you can observe the change as retailers are splurging and purchasing XRP. On a typical day over the past few months, between 3,000 and 4,000 new XRP accounts have been generated. However, XRP really began to take off yesterday. It was the most powerful it had been in weeks, if not months. Additionally, in a single day, 6,365 additional accounts were established. Is there a pattern here? It's easy to get upset or question whether anything will ever happen during consolidation periods when the price is moving a lot and the volume is minimal. However, as soon as things get moving, you realize that everything can alter drastically. You do realize that people will always be people. People rush in when the market heats up. Every time, it's like a floodgate opening. And you know what? This will happen once more. We've seen it in November and January, and it will undoubtedly occur again, albeit on a far larger scale. Take a look at this. Everyone is discussing after chart analyst Peppa wrote about an XRP breakout with a retest. The fact that XRP is breaking above the trend line was the subject of a lot of analyst attention yesterday. Many people think the breakthrough has already begun, even if it briefly dives back for a retest. However, not everyone is in agreement. Some believe it's right around the corner. One thing is certain though, we're getting close. What were your thoughts? This is a post by XRP Punky, a chart analyst. He refers to it as an XRP. The God candle will arrive soon. It was only 8 hours ago that he shared this. Thus, it's new information. Furthermore, posting anything like this at this time makes perfect sense. We're in the latter stages of a bull market, but I would definitely have laughed if someone had stated this at the bottom of a down market. Therefore, this type of exhilaration feels exactly perfect. Additionally, XRP Lyric responded, "I'm not a chart guy, but I do know we closed over 240.